Here's the Care preventative maintenance piece of equipment. It looks quite a lot of knobs and dials on this, but basically the idea here is to renew your hearing aid, to get it working optimally. And we would like to do this with our clients 3 to 6 month periods of time intervals. We do this free of charge. When they pop in, maybe they're coming in for batteries, we'll do that while they're here. We'll have a quick look round what exactly goes on with the Care system. Basically, we start at this end of the equipment, and this is known as an integrity meter. What it does, it connects into the hearing aid. So if I take an example of this hearing aid, what I would do is I'd just take off the battery drawer and I'd pop the connector in. Now what I'm getting now is a reading on my meter here that tells me that the drain of the hearing aid is fine, it's within what I'd expect, and that it's looking normal. There are situations where this might not be the case. There might be other things happening on this meter, and if there are, I'll be able to figure out what the problem might be and how to get it sorted out. So that's the first step that we check. Once we've done that, one of the things we like to do as a routine is get all the moisture out of the hearing aid, and to do that we use the vac chamber. So basically we pop the hearing aid in the vac chamber, put the lid on, and over here we have a switch that sets the air vac working, and now all the air is being sucked out. And what I can do is I can adjust. I won't do it because it's noisy, but I could set the timer here, and then after 2.5 minutes it's a bit like a microwave, bing, and I know the time's up and it's ready to remove. So there we go, that's now sucking out any moisture and dampness from the hearing aid, drying it all out, making it nice and sweet. So I'll knock that off, and then basically I just release the pressure and lift the lid off, and bingo, I've got the hearing aid back again. So we can do that for the in-the-ear hearing aid, and we can also use that for the behind-the-ear hearing aid. As we move across the device, another thing that's very handy to have is this little wand. And what this is it's an air sucker or an air blower. So again, I can put on the air pump. Now at the moment it's blowing, so this is quite good if I want to clean out the ear mold, make sure that I've got all the gubbins out of the sound tube, and just generally blow around the hearing aid, blowing out dust and grime. And then the other feature of this is that I can also get this to excuse me, rather than blow, what I can now do is suck. So if there's any bits of wax in the receiver tube here at the end of the hearing aid, I can suck that out with my little probe unit. Check. Lovely and nice shiny metal now, and the debris has been cleaned away and everything is working really nicely. Now you can hear me sucking through the vent. So we've got the ability with this to blow and suck and keep the hearing aid nice and clean. The other thing that we've got as well is a sonic bath. And what we've got in here is we've got a dry bath, which is called the Aura Vibe, and we've got a wet bath. The dry bath we use for the electronic hearing aid. So we pop the hearing aid in and we just give it a little bit of a shake, and that helps to dislodge any debris that might be lying in the tube of the receiver, for example, or bits of dust in the microphone housing. And for the wet, obviously we don't put any electrical devices in the wet, but what we do is we would use the put the ear mold in and give it a wash over again a set period of time. So as you can see from this kit, it's very nicely packed together. So we've got an electrical integrity check on this end. We've got a vac chamber to take out all the humidity on that part there. We've got the ability to clean using suction and by blowing on the gun. And then we've got a washing area, wet, and we've got a Aura shaker here for anything that's we don't want, as I say, anything electrical in this part, so we'd use it in that. And by following this process, we can keep the hearing aids working in tip-top condition, and that makes people believe in the products. And remember, with Ascent Hearing Care, all our shops have this type of facility. We will repair any hearing aid. If, for example, somebody comes in and the hearing aid, when we do check it, is not functioning properly and it needs to go back to the manufacturer, then basically we would say what the problem is, and we'd determine first of all if it's under warranty or not. If it isn't under warranty, we can send that back. And all our hearing aids come, as I'll explain in my next video, with certain benefits for the end user. So looking after your hearing aid is the best thing to do, just like your car. Have your hearing aid serviced regularly, just like you have your car serviced.